episode of Ignition Time. I want you to know I really appreciate you. You've come to depend on me and my channel for important news pertaining to the country, pertaining to the economy, and pertaining to your money. And I want to make sure that you understand that you are greatly appreciated. One of the reasons I started the Ignition Time channel was to give our viewers and subscribers the truth about what's happening in the country, what's going on in the economy, and what's going on with your money. So with that being said, let me just jump right in, everybody. Once again, my name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. Let me just make sure I have everything ready at my end. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time, and the Ignition Time channel is about the country, it's about your money. Now, we know that the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, was opposed. In fact, many Republicans were opposed to including stimulus checks. 48 ago, I did a video on our channel where I said, where I talked about why there were no stimulus checks in the original proposal. And Mitt Romney from Utah, who ironically, Mitt Romney was the one to push for stimulus checks by doing away with state and local aid, by doing away with liability protection. And he was essentially rebuffed by a lot of individuals. Obviously changed in the past 12 to 24 hours because the four leaders spoke last night in multiple meetings. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, and the Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. Now, here's the really interesting bit of information that emerged. All between Republican lawmakers today, and this actually tells us why Senate Republicans finally are ready to get behind a stimulus check. In fact, the Senate Majority Leader basically admitted on a Senate conference call today what the reason was for the stimulus checks. Are you ready? It's going to surprise you, and at the same time, it won't shock you. Are you ready? The reason that the Senate Republicans, specifically Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, decided to include stimulus checks is, he said, Senate Majority Leader said today on a call, the direct stimulus checks, he linked the direct stimulus checks to the Senate runoff races in Georgia. Remember, the Senate runoff races in Georgia on the 5th of January determined the control of the United States Senate, which in turn could lead to another big stimulus package next year. This is not a surprise. If you've been following my channel, you know the Senate Majority Leader said, and I quote, Kelly and David are getting hammered. So the Senate Majority Leader said, I quote, Kelly and David are getting hammered. Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue are the two Republicans trying to win the two Senate seats in Georgia. And Ossoff and Warnock, who are their Democratic competitors, if they win both the seats in Georgia, it'll be 50 Senate seats, 50 Republican Senate seats if the Democrats win both seats in Georgia, which effectively would give control of the Senate to the Democrats because the tiebreaker vote will be cast by Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. So the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said on a Republican conference call today, he linked the need for the direct stimulus check to what's happening in Georgia, and he said Kelly and David are getting hammered. I'll provide you with a link to our resource in the description section below. And the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell also said, and I quote, that senators need to be prepared to be in session through the weekend, which means that we are likely to see a 1, 2, 3 quick stimulus package this weekend along with the omnibus plan. So it's very clear. Oh, you bet, Zach. Good to see you. I see some comments saying we need to win Georgia. Guys, this is all about politics at the end of the day, right? Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, that's your decision. But I'm here to tell you that the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said Kelly and David are getting hammered, and so the Republicans are agreeing to stimulus checks. By the way, now, guys, in politics, when something goes wrong, it's all about blame, finger pointing. That person's mistake. When good things happen, it's all about credit. So what's going to happen now is you're going to see both sides try to take credit for this. You're going to see, like I mentioned before, you're going to see the Democrats taking credit, the Republicans taking credit, President Trump's going to take credit, and you guys can choose whichever side you feel is in the right. But it is very clear that Senate Republicans are feeling the pressure about what's going on right now. In fact, the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell did issue some comments and said that basically that they now starting to get optimistic about the economy. So, guys, here's the reason you're on my channel is because you want a higher level analysis. Here's the higher level analysis. We are highly likely to see a stimulus deal this week. Okay, if the economy continues improving, okay, which it will, and if next year is unlikely. But if the economy continues, if this pandemic continues and it continues to hammer the economy, and if the Democrats regain control of the Senate by winning both, they can't win one, they have to win both. If they win both Senate seats in Georgia, the runoff races in Georgia, then a new larger stimulus package after the inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden is a very, very high probability. Okay, so this is guys, at the end, this sort of stimulus situation was a good way for you and me to get introduced, and this may close the stimulus chapter, but I promise you it's going to open up a new chapter for all of us. It's going to open up a new chapter in your life because you have now realized that we can't depend on the government and we need to find ways to grow ourselves, which is what I'm going to do for you. This morning I was doing some research. The 50 biggest companies in the country, the 50 biggest companies, Walmart, Nike, Amazon and Home Depot, Apple, the 50 biggest companies in the country, 45 out of the 50 biggest companies made more money during the pandemic and let go of a lot of their employees, most of the 45 companies. That's number one. Number two, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, Congresswoman AOC from New York, who's sort of the freshman superstar of the liberal left, basically said in an interview in the past 24 hours that House Speaker Pelosi and Chuck Schumer have to go. She said that we need new leadership in the Democratic Party. So this whole stimulus situation was a good way for you and I to get introduced, but the next year and the next few years are very important for our country because we are going to see new leadership in the White House. We're going to see new leadership likely in the Democratic Party. We may even see new leadership in the Republican Party. And I will help you make sense of all the madness. And on top of that, I believe that, again, it's taught many of us that, hey, we can't be dependent on the government again. And I will teach you how to be successful. And I will teach you how to make more money, save and invest money. So that is pretty much it, everybody. If you have any questions, please type them out into the comment section below. The Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell did suggest that we follow the recommendations of public health officials, wearing masks and social distancing. But the bottom line is that they were very optimistic about the recovery of the economy next year. So they were very, very optimistic. This is good news. We are likely to see a stimulus package this week, but the shifts within the political parties are already happening. I can tell you that I can tell you one thing for sure. If the Democrats take both the Senate seats in Georgia, it's going to force a major realignment within the Republican Party. And I do believe that if the seats in Georgia, it's going to lead to a reduction in the influence of President Trump. Okay, because in the end, regardless of what happened, if the Republicans lose the presidency and the Senate, there's going to be a massive amount of re-engineering, maybe even a call for ending Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's leadership. By the way, if the Republicans lose control of the Senate, he's no longer the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell. He becomes a Senate Minority Leader. So that's another discussion. Also, right now as we speak, the leadership of House Speaker Pelosi, who turned down the $1.9 trillion package before the election, is being questioned by Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Okay, that is happening right now. So what is happening right now is a fundamental realignment of political priorities, the possibility of more stimulus next year, and the really big one, the big one, I believe, the need for us to re-engineer ourselves financially next year. That's where things stand, everybody. So again, if you have any questions, please type it out into the comment section below. I appreciate you watching. I'm always here for you. I will move mountains for you. I'll always give you the truth wherever the truth might lead us. My name is Chhoda with Ignition Time. You're very welcome, Frank. It's just that, guys. I understand none of this is your fault, and I understand that the government should have done more, could have done more, should have done more sooner, could have done more sooner. But you don't have a time machine. I don't have a time machine. We are where we are now, and I think we need to do what we can to make sure we are not victims of this system again. I am a beneficiary of this system, to be completely honest. I live the American dream. I want to help you live the American dream. Guys, I'm one of the good guys. I'm on your side, which is why I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you things that nobody else will tell you, not because I don't tell you, but because honestly, others don't get it. There are a lot of channels out there that just engage in hype. They think 2 or 3 or 4 days ahead. I don't think a day ahead. I think 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 100 years ahead. And there are some who think even longer. Jeff Bezos from Amazon, doesn't matter whether you like him or not, he built a 10,000 year clock in the mountains. So the point is, let's think long term. Let's create a legacy for us, and that's what you'll get on my channel. I will be introducing options for you to learn how to invest money. And if there's any specific question you have, then please type it out into the comment section below. Please subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want to get on our mailing list, if I ever release any courses or if I ever need to provide you any breaking news, get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000. You will get added to our SMS alerts list. You can opt out of the SMS alerts at any time. Once again, get your cell phone out, type out the text message ignition or type out the text message time and send that to 70,000, that's 70000. You'll get added to SMS alerts list. You can also, if you want, simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. Find all this information in the description section below the video. You can go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. So simply go there and then opt in with your email and you'll get important announcements from us. You can opt out at any time. So that's pretty much it, everybody. Please comment below. Our community is growing, it's intelligent, it's respectful, it's bipartisan. You'll find the links to all of our resources always in the description section below, which, by the way, makes our channel very unique. You'll always find links to all our resources. Please share this video with friends and family. If you appreciate that we are giving you, please share this video with 2 friends. All I ask is you share this video with 2 friends or family members below, and share the video with friends and family members. Comment below. Don't forget to click like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications. I really appreciate you all. Let me quickly see what comments we have going on. And then do is I can see if I can quickly address any specific questions that we have right now. But let's see. So what's happening right now is the announcement of the stimulus deal is imminent. They'll announce a deal. Keep in mind that the legislation is almost drafted because it's based on the bipartisan framework with some adjustments. So the step 1, they'll announce an agreement. Step 2, the House and the Senate will vote on it, which most likely within 48 hours. The president has to sign this because it's going to be a stimulus deal wrapped in with an omnibus spending package. The president has to sign this before the end of the day on Friday, because without that, government funding runs out on Saturday. So it'll all get taken care of. I talked about the $300 a week. I talked about retroactive pay. I talked about dependents being into. I talked about all that in our previous video on the channel. Go for answers to all your questions about what's the amount of the stimulus check. How long will the $300 a week last? Is it going to be retroactive pay? Who's covered? Are adult dependents covered? All of that was covered in previous videos on our channel today. Go back and watch the previous videos on our channel. This video was simply to focus on why the Republicans, why the Senate Majority Leader is finally saying, let's do stimulus checks. Well, it's because David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler are, in the words of the Senate Majority Leader, getting hammered. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I will move mountains for you. I will always tell you the truth, wherever the truth might lead us. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. By the way, look out for future videos on our channel. One of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez basically saying how Speaker Pelosi has to go. That's coming up today. And number 2, how the top 50 companies, 45 out of the top 50 companies, continue to make money. Majority of people go, and what you should so that you are a beneficiary of rising profits as opposed to being a victim whose job was let go. I'll talk about that in the next video. I think it's going to be a very important video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Please subscribe to our channel. Please enable notifications. Please click like. Please share this video with just 2 friends or family members. That's all I ask from you. That's not too much to ask, is it? Thank you. Thanks for those comments. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to talking to you soon.